Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick stream tonight. I know it's late, but I didn't want to skip ahead on anything, so I want to get it recorded what I'm doing. I just want to do a quick wash on the gold that I had laid down, and I'm not too happy. Well, I think there needs to be a little bit more highlight in the purple, so I'm going to work on that maybe a bit, and then base coat some stuff, just so I have it on video by the next time I come around to streaming. I didn't want to look like I jumped ahead and did things without having it on here. So I'm just going to do that real quick. So it shouldn't be long. Just wanted to record this. And checking out my palette. I don't know. I'm still not sure I'm sold on this new wet palette or not. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to soak some of that out of there. So there's like that big puddle of water. So let me just get, but it's the gel medium, or not gel medium, the extender. Just want to get rid of some of that. There's so much of it there. Yeah. All right. And throw it away. Okay. This brush soap. Move this. And here we go. So to put the wash down on the gold, what I sort of do for this is I'll do that Liberator. It's the same one, the same process that I think Citadel talks about or Games Workshop. Start with the Retributor armor, and then do a shade wash of Reikland Flesh shade in there. I don't know why it's not doing anything, but this is gonna be a little bit of a tough wash because it's just these really fine areas, and I'm not even gonna put any on the palette. I'm just putting it down. So what I'm gonna need to do, get this back up. I really need to raise this, but we'll see. So what I'm gonna do is just hit, so you can see it. It's gonna make this just look a little older and give it some depth. And I'm gonna try and hit not so much all of it, but just these thicker areas, because if I go on here, it's just gonna kind of seep into those between the purple and stuff, which I don't want. Let me lower this a bit. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. So what I'm going to do is just kind of hit those spots and let that wash dry on there. Because there's really nothing for it to attach to when you, I mean, I could hit some of this, but kind of wasting your time on some of it, especially on this. There's such thin, spindly. Like you could hit it where the shadow would be. Come on. There we go. I think, oh, because I unplugged the camera. My white balance got messed up again. Check something. Yeah, the auto is on, so let me get, usually use my hand. Oh, that's not good. Leave it on that. Yeah, alright. To keep it from going in and out with white balance. Just kind of hitting this in there. It's going to antique it up a bit. Now this, there's some little rivets on his knees. If you can even see it. You can. So I want to make sure I get that. for sure. A little in there. Behind here for sure. There. These things kind of overlap. I noticed that spot. I gotta fix that with some purple. And then knee. I want to make sure, like I said, get these rivets. And down on the back side there. For sure. And then the back of them. Kind of set that in there. And down in there. You can always already see where that dried, where it looks better. I do want to get in some of these lower spots, especially on the back side of this shoulder thing. And down under, behind the shoulders a bit for sure. Hit this. We're almost done. Looks like you need just a little there, a little there. Come back over here. This chest thing for sure needs this. Not a lot, just enough to give that bit of depth that we need. In there. Come on, focus. So just getting this where I feel like those shadows would be. Underneath here, on there a bit. We can do those highlights then, no problem. That got too far in. I think that's okay. It'll be easier to see when I do this because I'm going to do that in gold too. But I was going to base it today anyway. That. Let me get some down there. A little more on there. To this eye again. Yeah. All right. Now, why am I using that? Fixing purple. It's been a couple days. This is still wet, which is a good sign. Which was kind of the test I needed to do. Now this is Trying to cover up just a little bit of that. I want to make, it's weird. It's almost like the water comes to the top with this one. My other one, it did not happen. So it keeps your paint wet, but you have to mix it. It's odd. I just feel like there's not enough of a highlight on some of this purple, and it's kind of washing out. On the camera, it looks all one color, so I want to just emphasize just a little bit more of a variation on this purple, which may be really hard to do. And I just got some where I didn't want it. I'm going to pull it out of there. Okay. Hit these high spots. Those kneecaps in here a bit. The shoulder for sure. This forearm. It's not really showing up on camera. I think because the lights kind of blow it out, but in person it looks a little better. So what I'm doing, I'm hitting, as I pull my brush away, I'm hitting it on some paper towel to get extra off. Okay. Alright, one last spot. Just hit up here. And bring that color down just a bit. Let's see what that looks like when it dries, but I think that's where I'm going to stay. Okay. So, like I said, I wanted to do some base coating, and I've been thinking about this staff, and I think what I'm going to use is some I don't know. Unless I have it out already. No. I'm going to do it in Incubi Darkness. I think that's where I'm going to start. So it's just this really kind of dark, kind of a dark navy almost. Dark navy, green, gray. For those of you who have not seen that color before, that's what it looks like. I think I'm going to start with that. I just want to get a little bit on my palette and get just a little bit of water in there. And base coat that. This is a great color for highlighting black. I think what I'm going to do is give it a wash of Nuln oil, darken it up. The one that's in the book, the way they painted it is to make it almost look like green marble, which I think is cool, but I just don't know if I have it in me right now to try and get it done that way, but we'll see. I'm going to base the other things in black, but I want to get this done first. Underneath. It's okay. And let's see, how am I going to do that? Thanks, man. Thanks for the follow. Or woman, I don't know. But thanks. Come back when we get a little more stuff done here. And drop me a line. Just starting out, trying to get things going with the stream. I almost feel like the new lights kind of blow things out. Tzeentches? Maybe. I'm a big Nurgle guy. Always have been since I was a small wee lad. But yeah, Tzeentch is cool. The more I was doing some reading, it feels a little bit more Lovecraftian than a lot of the other chaos gods, which I really like. But yeah, if you like color, best thing to paint, because you can do whatever you want. And it's not boring green over and over and over, and slime, or red. There's really no right or wrong way with stuff. Stick with it. Yeah, let me just stick with that. Nurgle does have a lot of really cool models. They've done so much. And they're even, for Tzeentch, there's some really cool stuff now. Like in the Silver Tower box, which is, this is what I was doing this for. That Minotaur looking guy that, I can't remember the name, Thermid, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. That thing's awesome. It's one of my favorite models in a long time. All right, I'm going to stick with that for now. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and base black, black. I'm just going to do the silver over this and do that in black. So I'm going to do black right now. See this? All right. So this, I got a new wet palette. I've mentioned it a lot of times in this. And it's that Everlasting Wet palette. And before on my Mastersons one, the paint would just kind of sit there and it didn't. This feels like it soaks the water up and really wets the paint. Like, it makes it so different. Very different. It just doesn't keep it moist. It feels like it's pulling the water out, but we'll see. Maybe it's just going to take some getting used to. Let me paste this because this is going to be gold. I probably should have done this when I was doing the gold trim base, but and I got to go back and highlight that stuff. I just couldn't do it after that. I needed a break. Kind of defeats the pre-shading that I did, but this part doesn't really need it. I know it's in focus or on. There we go. Okay. Let's get this. Maybe I should have left that. So Tzeentch is your favorite, huh? Nurgle has cool ones. What else? What else are you into? Well, so I've been painting. I'm 43 years old. I've been painting. I got my first miniature when I was in kindergarten. Some old D&D Hydra. I played D&D a little bit as a kid. Started collecting Warhammer figures when I was a kid. I have never actually in my entire life played a game of Warhammer 40k or Sigmar or anything. I have played Blood Bowl just recently, and I want to get into that, but I have never actually played a game. I have buttloads of figures, and I have never played a game. Snakebite Orcs. Nice. Fire Slayers. That was the first army I was going to actually try and play with. I bought a bunch of orc stuff, started painting it, got bogged down with a move, and I want to go back. I'm waiting to see what that codex turns out. If I do have to rebase things or not, I was going to wait. But yeah, I've never actually played. I want to. Got all the Shadespire stuff. I want to try that. Kill Team looks cool. I bought a bunch of Cool Mini or Not games. Haven't played those. Just sitting there in boxes. I should show the pile behind me. Plus, I paint regular model kits, so I have tons and tons of those sitting, waiting to be done. All right, those are, well, this is a spot. Paste that. How many orcs do you have done? Because I think that was my mistake. I was like, oh, I like orcs forever. And then realized how many orcs I actually have to paint to make it work. Oh, I love doing some of that. I have a Stompa sitting there, and I was thinking of stuff I could do to it, and things that I would love to like just convert and loot as they would. Oh man, I messed that up. There's some cool stuff you could do. Like those, I've seen people doing those night conversions and make them look like they're looted and turning them into like big Stompa robot things. Which war boss did you do? Oh, cool. Yeah, that big. I know which one you're talking about. Cool. Love to see it. The Warbike one? Just get black on his wrist. Yep. Ugh. Oh, that sounds awesome. Space Wolf's dead. I need to somehow fix that spot. Yeah, this white palette is weird. Let me just take some of this Stegon on. Or Ink You by Darkness. Mix it in. That might come close to my original flesh. I'm trying. I think once I get back to work, I'm going to start a schedule and do it. Have a set time all the time. Because right now things are just kind of crazy with when I get time because of the summer. I want to do like pick a night, like Mondays or something, and do it like that. But yeah, that'd be great if you could host me. But yeah, I know it's hard. If people want to watch, plus things just get in the way. Stupid adult garbage. And then I don't end up painting when I want to. But I just gotta stick to it. And get it done and pretend it's a job. Hey, Jimmy, you might have saw me on Facebook, but I'm going to Parker Junior High. They moved me. I'm getting texts. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do the silver in here. Just lead bilger. Without doing it black first. It is crazy. I'm not ready for it. So I think it's coming up a lot faster than I had hoped. That's just silver. I'm just gonna kind of do this pretty thin. I purposely left this really white up top. This, if you see, it's already kind of, but I got paint on there. As far as schedule too, whenever I feel like painting, sometimes I'll just come down here and be like, oh, I gotta get something done. And I think from now on, I'm just gonna flip the camera on and go instead of waiting. Especially, and then also when I'm writing for the magazine with the Garage Kids, I decided instead of trying to just keep that stuff secret like we're supposed to, I don't make money off of it like a lot of the other guys do by advertising for painting, for doing commissions. I kind of gave that up. But I'm just going to stream everything I do for that too and make it just a little bit more interesting there for me and for the stream itself. So more people get to see Garage Kits, especially the miniature guys that don't know it exists, because it's amazing how many people on the Garage Kit side, they have no idea that there's miniature painters. The miniature painters have no idea that the Garage Kit guys exist. I want to do two little things before I call it a quits. I'm going to hit with just a tiny bit of pink. So I'm just taking a little bit of Screamer Pink. And I mean like tiny. And mix just a little bit of that white flesh into that. And get a little bit of water. And a tiny brush. And I want to hit this across the top of his gums. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I don't even see it changed. It just looked too plain there. I'm going to try and do it across the bottom as well. It's in there, yep. Then I just noticed there's a black dot on his lip. So what did I just do to make... do that, yep. That'll work. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to jack this up, but I was thinking the eyes looked a little too... there isn't a lot of depth around them. So I want to take some bloodletter glaze and barely, I mean barely, tap this. And this might ruin it. It's on one side. Yep, look at that. Too much. Way too much. This brightens them up a bit. They look a little scarier. I'm gonna have to go back and that little mistake might help a bit. Let's add a little bit in there. And then go back and highlight this a little. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to just null and oil all of this to bring that gloss down a bit and tile it all together, and that's going to have to sit and dry for a bit. Before I do that though, take some Eshin Gray and I'm going to hit its claws. And knock that bit back a bit too. So I'm just going over the top of them like that. I'll do a wash on them as soon as I'm done. Should dry fast enough. There's just too black. I'm going to take some of the Deepkin Flesh and mix that over here. I need to zoom in with that. Do like a little highlight on the tips. Yep. Okay. Clean it up. And I'll do that wash I was talking about. So I'm going to get just some Gnome oil. Where is it? Oh, that's right. I spilled paint on it so it looks green. Put that down. And I'm going to run that across all of this. Get under. There. This side. Over here. And then the sword. Same thing. And underside. I'm going 37. All right. Yep. All right. So that'll do it for this quick. Ooh, claws. I said I want to do the wash. So now I'm going to hit these again. But yeah, I think that'll do it for tonight. I'll come back if I think I'll have time tomorrow. So work on that gold highlighting. Although I could, yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for now. Thanks for coming. I'll be on tomorrow. Let that dry for the night. Actually, should be dry enough a little bit, but somebody's sleeping. I can't run the hair dryer. And yeah, it looks okay. So thanks for coming. Drop me a line. And thanks. Talk to you.